Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. It's your weekly relationship reading for Aries. What's going on, Aries? All right, crossroads energy, choices. I feel there's a few obstacles here. Five of Wands energy, a little bit of obstacles here. Yeah, it's whether something is going to be successful or go the distance. Yeah. I feel it's an energy of trying to overcome something. Yeah, we got the Lovers. There could be competition here, but I feel like it's an energy of chasing. I feel like you're not chasing something here, but it's about making a choice going down this path. There's something getting in the way. What are the obstacles? Yeah, I see a little aha moment, that moment of truth. I think you're paying attention to the red flags, the signs and the signals here. Yeah, because it's about chasing. Going after something that you want. It's something that you're hoping to achieve. And I feel like you've achieved some goals here, but it has to do with love. It has to do with two people coming together. Yeah, I feel like you've had something that didn't go the distance here for a good time, not a long time. Page of Wands. This could be yourself, but it could be, often it's a Sag energy, but it could be anyone in this energy, but it's something not going the distance. Yeah, so it's two people possibly come apart. Something didn't go anywhere. And it could be the red flags cautioning you, or you were chasing after something here. I think it's like overcoming obstacles. I do think you've overcome a lot. Like I do feel like you're overcoming something. Because there's this moment of truth, this little aha moment, enlightenment. It has to do with, I think it's someone here for a good time, not a long time. You're kind of paying attention to the red flags here. Yeah, it has to do with being fair. It has to do with harmony between two people. But someone here maybe didn't stick around. I think you're just looking at the red flags. Like the signs are cautioning you a little bit. Like I say, it has to do with victory, wanting a victory and seeing the truth in a situation. This is something that might not go anywhere. See, I feel this is something that's happened before. It doesn't go anywhere. Yeah, someone didn't stick around, but yet this somehow seems different. Tell me about the Two of Wands. Two of Wands. Oops. Yeah, saying to trust your intuition, your inner knowing here. You already know the answers you're seeking. Some sort of truth. Somebody here wasn't fair. See, something wasn't fair. Yeah, so we got someone crushing, someone who longs for love. I think you could be romanticizing the past. See, it has to do with that little moment. You already know the answers you're seeking. So there is a little bit of a crush. So I do feel there's this assessing this. So someone here is just sort of assessing. It's a person moving slow. Yeah, I do think it's an energy of being of two minds about something. Or you have a choice. Some kind of choice. Yeah, we got whether a person's coming in, whether it's going to go the distance or it's going to be one of those situations where, yeah, somebody's only here for the good time, not a long time. Yeah. See, it's an energy of some sort of decision, seeing. Yeah. I think you're just of two minds here. If it's not you, it could be someone else. There could be some obstacles, like I say, a little aha moment. But this is about someone following through, building the foundation. It's just someone taking their time. Yeah, I do think it's someone sees a person in a favorable light. I do see sincerity. Yeah, see, some of you are waiting. The ship has sailed on one of these, that's for sure. But it's an energy of... See, this is where things start to go in your favor. See, this has to do with the cycle ending with someone. It's now time to maybe expand your horizons and get out there. But I feel like this is, you've been waiting for something. There's like two. There's a choice. So one person who doesn't stick around, And then you've got another person coming in. So you could be just reminiscing about it. And I think you already know the answers you're seeking. It has to do with someone who's crushing. They long for love, but they're taking their time. And I do think this is somebody who, you know, it's about someone following through, building the foundation. And I do think it's going to come. Someone sees you in a favorable light. Yeah, see, two people coming together in harmony. See, it's often when two people come apart, like I say, there's no harmony here. Yeah, someone who doesn't stick around. Yeah, someone who was focused on self. It's all about me. They weren't ready. It's just a person who's often not ready. Yeah. I feel like this, let's have a look at this person. Who is this Knight of Pentacles? And they could be anyone. Yeah, I do see possible Leo, but it's a new person. See, you have a new person coming in. This is somebody new, and there's happiness, but it is a person assessing, and you could be assessing it as well, just taking your time, see, looking at things. But this is definitely shows somebody positive and sincere. Now, you may not see this coming because you're I feel like you could be in your head about this and reminiscing about another situation. But it's like you already know the answers I feel like you're seeking. It's just someone going to take their time here a little bit. And it's telling you to take your time to look at the situation. Tell me about the Two of Swords. Yeah, so someone just thinking things through, choosing their battles, but it has to do with, see, some of you have had a person who's rushed in before and changed their mind. Yeah, but you've got new. See, this is where I feel this of two minds. It's telling you also to think this through and choose your battles. But I feel it's just somebody taking decisive action. Someone has changed their mind before. They didn't follow through. I think this person's going to follow through, yeah. It's a person who actually lays the foundation. This is a whole new cycle. Good luck timing. Someone sees you in a favorable light. Yeah, there's opportunity. It's somebody just seizing the day. But this person's also kind of looking at the path they've been on, right? They're just keeping this to themselves, sort of assessing it. Yeah, they're coming in. They see opportunity. They know a good thing when they see it. They're seizing the day. Yeah. Yeah, it's all about choosing the one. So there is choices too. So somebody here could have a choice. But I do think it's an energy of just being of two minds. Yeah, it's all about harmony. But I don't know if there's jealousy or what, but like I say, there's obstacles. Some sort of aha moment where someone here, I mean, there could be jealousy or confrontational energy, drama, yeah, whatever it may be, but it has to do with someone who needs to take action. This is someone who knows they need to take action. Yeah, there could be competition too, where someone's just sort of assessing it, but I feel it's just somebody overcoming some obstacles and challenges here, thinking things through before they start something new. Yeah. Yeah, you can see paying attention to the red flags. This is just an energy of caution, but it has to do with someone with this positive planning, preparing, and hoping for the best. This is someone just getting themselves ready. They want a victory, but I feel like yourself, you're of two minds. Like, is this going to go the distance, or is it going to be like other options, opportunities? Yeah. Yeah, I think this is somebody who's going to follow through. Tell me about the Seven of Cups. Yeah, it is possible someone who gets attention from other people. It is possible. Yeah. But it's somebody, I feel this person who's coming in. I do see Leo, Sag, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra energy. Yeah, I feel like it's this energy of one situation that didn't go the distance. It didn't go anywhere. And it's whether or not this is going to go anywhere because of this person who wasn't ready. Here for a good time, not a long time, right? The person who focuses only on the physical connection. But it's about choosing the one. See, this is somebody waiting for the one, waiting for the right person. But I feel that aha moment is that this person comes in new. You have this moment to realize the other person's not the one. And this person's kind of in that energy too. So they're likely, you know, I think it's just someone clearing the path, clearing out anything, getting ready, getting prepared. They're hoping for the best. Yeah, it has to do with following through. It's about this person. And I do think they will. I think this is somebody who doesn't want to miss this opportunity. And that's what I feel with the, you know, this. It's about overcoming obstacles, I mean, I wonder if there's competition or someone. I don't feel like anyone's playing games or anything like that. It's more like, will this person follow through? Because some of you had someone who didn't follow through. But this person, I feel, will. Yeah, see? Aha. Truth, victory, win-win. See, it's a win-win for both people. It's a little like, what have you got to lose, right? But definitely there was a situation that wasn't successful. It didn't go anywhere. It didn't go the distance. This person's kind of looking like, you know, what if this actually goes the distance? We come together. What if we fall in love? They're kind of looking at how this is going to play out a little bit here. Yeah. See, they know they need to reach out. Yeah. So it's like a little test. But I really feel like this is someone who is no longer giving to someone else. I do think they have options, and I do think there's people interested in them, but I don't think they're as interested in the people who are coming toward them. And that could even be yourself, you know, making a choice. See, the lover is no longer giving to someone. But I feel like it has to do with this person. They're just going to reach out here to see if you're going to reciprocate, to see if the feelings are mutual. Yeah. Now, there could be jealousy. Maybe someone's dated someone else in a social circle, friends of friends or mutual friends. But I think the feelings are mutual. You're both, I do think there's harmony. I do think the two of you, yeah, look at that, taking a little moment here, taking a step back, doing things different. It's whether it, and I feel a being of two minds. I feel there's still uncertainty as to whether you're each other's type or not. So it's a little test. They're going to reach out to see if you're interested, if the feelings are mutual. Because I do see some obstacles, whatever they are. And it could be because someone's trying to choose their battles, overcoming something here. Like I say, there could be competition or someone chasing. And they could be just kind of, to me, it's someone who paves the way. But I do feel there's an energy of someone wanting to start something, and whether it was sincere, I feel like it was. Yeah. Getting up in your feels. Watch out for the drama. Okay. Yeah. But it is about love, and it's about justice and harmony. See, I think some of you know there's someone here. You may have had someone who wasn't fair, a situation that wasn't fair, or it's just somebody who wasn't right for you. Because when this person comes in, this is new. The sun's shining. It's positive. It softens all the energy. I think the feelings are mutual. I think it's worth a try. Tell me about temperance. Yeah, it's a little test. See, it's an energy of someone. It's a little test. See, some of you have had people who start something, they reach out and they don't follow through. And that's what I feel. So I think you're going to let go of the outcome. It's saying just let go of the outcome. It'll be what it's going to be. And I do think this is someone who's like, do you want to do something? Do you want to go for a cup of coffee? And some of you have dealt with people who always make up excuses. But this is actually whether the feelings are mutual. See, they're not sure, you know, but it's a person giving it a try. Yeah, you can see maybe they're comparing you to somebody else. Yeah, is this going to be like the other person where they don't stick around, or they're immature, or they're drama, whatever it may be? Someone who focuses on self, it's all about me, self-absorbed drama, right? Yeah, that's what I feel this person's looking at. There is procrastination, but like I say, it's about comparing. Yeah, nothing compares. It is energy of putting in effort too. And I do think yourself too, looking at this, see, not putting in all the effort, not doing all the work. Yeah, some of you have sacrificed enough to So I do see there's someone dealt with somebody who was younger or just kind of immature, whether it's yourself or this person. I kind of feel like it's them with the Pentacles, somebody who didn't put in a lot of effort. And then, but I feel for some of you, you've sacrificed enough. See, it's about building. That's why I feel like you're of two minds, whether you want to, if this is something that could go the distance, what if? Yeah. Like I feel it has to do with someone's goals, the things they want to achieve. Yeah, so I do think there's an energy of being cautious and playing it safe. Yeah. This is somebody playing it safe. They're just like, hey, do you want to go for a cup of coffee? Do you want to do something? You know, whatever it may be. Yep, there it is. It's generally how it goes, right? Just keeping it simple is what they're doing. Just cautious, one step at a time. I think this is someone who's dealt with someone who was self-absorbed, immature, or maybe too young for them. And there ended up being a lot of drama. So it's really, and it could be where they have someone like that, and they may be comparing you, but I'm going to tell you, because they see kind, compassionate, caring, somebody with a loving nature, but it's about choosing the right person, choosing the one. Yeah. Some of you've, I think the Aries feminine energies here, I'm going to tell you, one of these, if there's two, and you are reflecting on a past situation, I think it's going to be what it's going to be. You're going to release and no longer give to someone because this person's coming in. Someone who's probably more your type, who actually wants to do things with you. I feel like you had somebody who didn't really want to do a lot with you, or this person has dealt with that. I actually see them dealing with that too. Someone who's just immature and here for a good time, only wants to have fun. So in other words, they're not serious, or they feel there's a lack of sincerity or whatever it may be. So, but nothing compares. Yeah, you've got an emperor here. So this is about dealing with an emperor. So the emperor is going to make this happen. If they have other options or people chasing them, they're going to be no longer giving to them, basically letting them go. Yeah. It's someone who might be dealing with someone, they just don't see it going anywhere. They just don't see it going the distance. Yeah. Interesting. But I do see this energy of mutual. Let's have a look at that. But it is about, releasing. Someone's letting this go. We have someone who's let go of their baggage. See, we have a person who doesn't have any baggage. See, there's nothing compares. This is a emperor choosing they got this choice. One of them has a lot of baggage. They're self-absorbed. They focus on it. And it's, like I say, it's just somebody maybe younger, just not ready. Interesting. Yeah, like I say, this is somebody looking for something more serious. Yeah, see the two of you coming together. See, I feel like you've already established a connection. Now, I'm not saying this person has other options or seeing anyone. It's more than likely just reflecting on their past for a lot of you. See, clearing out the path too. See, taking their time. But it is about building the foundation. See, they're going to build the foundation. I think this person, if it is someone who said, hey, do you want to do something? I do think they'll follow through. But I feel like some of you are kind of like being careful what you wish for. It'll be just like before. Things not turning out as expected. So I think it's about and I think both of you let go of expectations. Okay, stay in control of your emotions for one thing. Yeah, this is about happiness and joy. Two people coming together, just putting all the cups on the table. Yeah, so it has to do with strength and confidence. See, taming the beast. Whatever you do, do not start cooking and cleaning for this person, and let go of expectations. Okay, because it's just about two people going to connect. It'll be what it'll be. I don't see any control. Yeah, just letting it be. I think there's someone reflecting on past relationships. I mean, it could be someone who's younger or single parent energy. Like I say, there's obstacles, challenge, or just somebody who causes a lot of drama. The Emperor is going to make this happen. Yeah, this is somebody emotionally mature. See, it's about two people being emotionally mature, available. I feel that's been established where you're both available. But it's somebody else who, like I say, and it could be yourself, you've dealt with someone like that. Look at that. So this is somebody definitely taking the lead, taking control of the situation. They have self-control and confidence that this can go somewhere. They're going to make it happen. So, but if there is competition, like I say, and some of you are of two minds and you haven't made up your mind yet, just see who comes in right. But just watch out for that energy. If the red flags are cautioning you that someone here is just coming in looking for attention, and that it won't go the distance, that they'll put on the brakes. So that's why I feel for yourself. Don't start cooking, cleaning. Don't act like the wife till you're the wife energy, if that's what you want. Okay? You can do whatever you please. But this is just one of these people, to me, kind of looks like somebody who's looking for somebody to cook and clean their house. I mean, this is somebody who could give you a home. If you don't have a house or a home, they would provide that. But yeah, because it's what two people can provide for each other. I mean, we got mature people here, so. But I do think it's a person who really is a leader. They're going to make this happen. Yeah, they're just kind of, I think they're just preparing. I think it's just somebody kind of getting themselves ready, emotionally ready, you know. Tell me more about the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, this is someone just trusting their intuition, their inner knowing. I think they already know what they're going to do. I don't think much is going to stop this person. I wouldn't be surprised if this is someone who's a masculine Aries, but I do see Gemini and Leo, Cancer, and Pisces. Some of you may have that in your chart, or they. And then Libra. What else was under here? Well, you're all dealing with different people. And some Sagittarius. So, like I say, this is a Sag energy. Someone who doesn't follow through, or someone who put on the brakes. Yeah. But it's like this person's different. This is someone who's making it happen. Emperors make it happen. So they're going to, and they're taming the beast. They're mature. Yeah, they feel very confident. I see a lot of kindness, compassion, like they're looking at the situation. You could have somebody who swoops in out of the blue to try to come between you and another person. For some of you here. And it could be somebody coming in and asking for forgiveness for not following through. But it's the leader, and it's going to be, and whoever it is, it's an emperor. So, but I feel some of you've got new, and I do think it is kind of a going with the new. But yeah, like I say, there's indecision. I feel it's of two minds. But if someone is going to take off the blindfold and see, yeah. It's whether somebody, I think this person's probably got some questions, like, are you seeing anybody? Like, I don't think that's actually been discussed for most of you. It's just one of those situations where you just cross paths and they're like, hey, let's get together sometime. And it's whether or not they're actually going to follow through. I feel this person's confident. They're putting themselves out there, like they're seeing the bigger picture. It's telling the feminine energy here to see the bigger picture. Let them take the lead. Don't chase. And I feel like that's where I feel this is where there's that win, this win-win situation. Yeah, you're manifesting it, but the feminine is manifesting it by not really doing anything. If they don't reach out, then it is what it is. There'll be other opportunities. And that's what I kind of feel is happening here. Interesting. But it's whether this actually leads to commitment. This is another thing. Where does it go from here kind of energy? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised there's a little competition or drama where someone's comparing someone who's very dramatic, overly emotional, immature, or just self-absorbed. You know, somebody who's always feeling sad and feeling just, yeah. That's what I feel the Emperor is looking at here. So take care. Let this person manifest away. You're manifesting this. I mean, this is an energy of desire. There's desire for this to actually go the distance. But the Emperor is confident. Okay? They're taming the beast. Like I say, self-control. They're controlling their emotions. They're not going to be super emotional. This is somebody not being emotional. That Page of Pentacles laying the foundation. And they are, I do feel they're going to. Because they want this to be successful. At least at this point, is to build the foundation. Take care, Aries. I feel that for the feminine, just let it be, okay? Because it is about reliable, whether someone is reliable, and that's what I feel. Some of you have dealt with people who just aren't reliable. They just don't follow through, and I feel some of you have like thrown your hands in the air. Enough is enough. Give me something to work with. Somebody who puts in effort, and that's what I feel. You're getting some kind of wish fulfillment. Take care. Bye for now.